Hi, second graders. Welcome to another day of Number Corner. Today we have two objectives. First, I can solve story problems by acting them out. And I can count up to 100 and back by tens. Let's take a look at our new calendar marker today. You might notice that it is another number rack. So we've been going in a pattern. Number rack, pennies, story problem. Number rack, pennies, story problem. Since yesterday was a story problem, today is a number rack. We can write today's date like Sept 22, 2020, because Sept is short for September. Or we could write it like 9-22-20, because September is the 9th month, it is the 22nd day, and it is 2020 for the year. Let's add to our calendar grid observation chart. So we can go ahead and add 9-22-20, and the marker type today is a number rack. We need to write an equation for what we see on the number rack. What equation do you think we could write for the beads that are in play? Good. I see some of you might be noticing that there are 8 beads on the top and 8 beads on the bottom. So you might be thinking that 8 plus 8 equals 16 beads in all. Good. We could turn our addends around to be 8 plus 8 equals 16, but since our addends are identical, they are the same, they are both an 8 in this number rack, we don't need to write down that other equation because it looks exactly the same. How could we write an equation to find out how many more to 20? Good. So you might see that there are 4 over here on the other side. So some of us might be saying, we know that 16 plus the 4 that are not in play make 20. Another way we could have solved that would be by taking all 20 beads that are on the number rack, taking away the 16 that we put in play to find that there are 4 left not in play. All right. Today we are also going to be doing some story problem solving. So we are going to look at the story problem that was on yesterday's calendar marker. Let's read it together. The librarian had 18 new books. She let 6 students each check out a book. How many books did the librarian have left? Okay, so we've been working on acting out our problem. So I think we can probably act it out on our screen today by drawing some things. So let's think, how many books did the librarian have to start with? That's right, you can see she had 18 books to begin, right? 18 books. So we can go ahead and draw 18 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now, I know those aren't books, but we can pretend that they're books, right? It's like when we use Unifix cubes or beads on our number rack and we make them represent a real object. These circles represent the 18 new books that the librarian had. She let 6 students each check out a book. How many books did the librarian have left? So in our picture, or if we were acting this out in real life, what would we do with the 18 books? What does the problem tell us is happening? Yeah, some of you might be thinking that 6 students each check out a book, so 6 of these 18 books are now gone because they've been checked out. So let's cross off the 6 that were checked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do you see left? Yeah, I see 12 also. So there are 12 left. Awesome. All right, so let's think about how we can write that on our chart, on our calendar grid observation chart. So we started with how many books? Yes, we started with 18 books. We took away 6 because 6 were checked out, and the librarian now has 12 books left. So we could write the equation that we use to solve this story problem like 18 minus 6 equals 12. Okay, the other thing we need to decide is how many to 20. So we know that we have 18, right? We have 18. Plus some more would get us to 20 books in all. How many more books would we need to have 20? Yes, we would need 2 more books. So we could write that like 18 plus 2 equals 20. We could also start with the 20 total books that we're going for, take away the 18 that we have so far to find that we would need 2 more. All right, good job, everybody. Let's move on to our calendar collector for today. Yesterday, we had 840 minutes at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So today, we need to decide how many minutes we will have and what time it will be. So if I have 840 minutes and I add another 60, I know that 40 and 60 make another 100. So that's like 800 plus one more 100, which makes 900 minutes. So I can go ahead and add that in here, 900 minutes. All right, so let's take a look at our clock. On our clock, yesterday it was 2 o'clock. If we add another 60 minutes, it is now, excuse me, it is now 3 o'clock. Okay, it is now 3 o'clock p.m. We have 0 minutes on our clock because we are working with hours. So our little hand would point to the 3 to show 3 o'clock.